everyone, this is episode 2 of Campfire Guitar Songs. In this series, we're going to learn a few easy guitar songs that are perfect to play while sitting around the campfire. Spring is coming and campsites are being booked up fast, so make sure you have some songs to play that everyone can sing along to. Today we're going to look at Creep by Radiohead. It's a super easy and iconic song that everyone can learn. What makes this song super easy is that they only use 4 chords for the entire song. Okay, the first chord we're going to look at is called a G major. We're going to play it by starting with our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. Then we're going to get our pointer finger and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. And then we're going to have our ring finger and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then finally, our pinky is going to go on the 3rd fret of the high E. So again, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E. Index finger on the 2nd fret of the A. We're going to have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B. And then our pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E. So that chord is going to sound like this. Then we're going to learn a B chord. A B is going to start with your first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And there's 2 ways you can do this next part. Here's the first way. You can use your ring finger and you can bar the 4th fret on the strings D, G, and B. So if you put a little pressure, you can play all 3. Or you can use your fingers and put your middle finger on the 4th of the D, ring finger on the 4th of the G, and pinky finger on the 4th of the B. Whichever's easier for you. And we aren't playing the high E string or the low E string when we play that chord. So it's just the A, D, G, and B strings. Okay, the next chord is a C chord. And you can play it either like this or like this. I'll tell you why this way is better for this song. So you're going to do the exact same shape that you did for B, except you're going to move it up 1 fret. So instead of playing it here, you're going to play it right here. Now if you want to play your C over here, you're going to have your first finger on the 1st fret of the B, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A. And you're going to play all the strings. So our next chord is going to be a C minor. And to play that, you're going to want your pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the A, your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D, your pinky on the 5th fret of the G, and then you have your middle finger on the 4th fret of the B. So it's going to sound like this. Once again, that's your first finger on the 3rd of the A, ring finger on the 5th of the D, pinky on the 5th of the G, and your middle finger on the 4th of the B. Now the reason I said to play your C chord right here instead of here is because that transition to C minor is going to be a lot easier. Watch this. Opposed to. Now, of course, if you're comfortable playing C right here, that's okay. Do that. Your strumming pattern is going to sound kind of like this. Here it is a little slower so you can practice it. Okay, so now we have our chords and we have our strumming pattern. Now we just need to put it all together. We're gonna do G, then B, C, C minor, back to G, and that is the entire song. I'm not the best singer, but I'm going to give you a little demonstration of what it's going to sound like with your vocals. When you're here before, I couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. So that's basically it. You have a verse, chorus, then you have a bridge right after the chorus, and then you go back to a verse, and then you end on that chorus. That's all I have for you today. Creep is a great song, and when you play it at the campsite, everyone is gonna love it. If you are interested in private guitar lessons with me, you can email or DM me on Instagram or Facebook. My socials will be linked in the description of this video, and they're also in my bio on YouTube, along with my email. Now, if you'd like a free practice routine that's based around your playing ability and skill level, also DM me for that. Comment any suggested Campfire songs you want to hear in the next video. That's all from me. Keep shredding!